My thing fell off my chair. Great. Let me just fix that real fast. Don't worry, we have like two bots at most so far. Last I checked, unless the viewer count just spiked while I was switched off the viewer count check window. Come on, get back in there. It's like this little leg rest thing that has come out of place.
Yeah, I think I've got it set up so that on Twitch I will have auto hosted you, but then again my peak viewership was 2, so and one of them was you.
I mean, I don't even usually stream on Twitch just because one, I don't know if my computer can quite handle it. I think I could probably get away with it, like to some extent. And then like the other thing is, for whatever reason, just like perpetually, like none of my devices ever want to work with Twitch for some reason, and I have no clue why.
Oh, I do have 2 viewers.
The only thing I've ever streamed actually is when I was doing those runs of Sonic R. I need to continue doing that because I want to get that time down.
I think the last time that
I've already dropped it from 10-minute flat to 9:18, but I know I can get it lower.
Nice.
With a bit of practice, I'm sure I can get it under 9 minutes. Not too much trouble.
Yeah.
Getting down to 8 minutes, that will be a hell of an ask. I think the PC world record is something like 7 minutes 54. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Red. What do you think of the hat?
Commence the final match for the Sword Mastery Tournament.
Are you also streaming on? Oh, it's just as live on Twitch. Alright, let's see how bad this stream lags. Probably.
Give it a try. I dare you.
I do have a bit of delay even on the stream view itself, just so it syncs up with the delay Hawkeye has.
Almost done. Let's do this. Go back. Crosscut.
Easy peasy. And we're not, and I said we're not doing New Game Plus, we're just doing regular New Game. On hard mode. And so Tuesdays will be reserved for a playthrough with the remake, and then Thursdays will be for the original with the 3 characters I didn't choose. I didn't end up doing for the remake, which will be Kevin, Charlotte, and Hawkeye. I believe Hawkeye will be the lead.
So why did you do,
No, I'm currently hosting Big John, actually. And he went live a good few hours ago, so...
Like his father before him, the boy could not deny the
but like I said, my peak viewership was 2, and one of them was used, so...
Eventually,
yeah. Switching the host is not exactly going to drive traffic.
Alright, so should be able to pause the cutscene, and it's dinner time, so we'll realize we just started, but we'll continue shortly. Just gotta switch it to my...
I just installed Firefox, I don't have let me go get you, Buck, or because I'm just an unashamed ad blocker. Actually, can I talk about
so
that?
I'm gonna mute my mic.
I've even got it on Microsoft Edge now. Which, due to some technical difficulties yesterday, I decided to just try switching to for a bit. And excuse me, Chris.
Alright, well, now y'all can enjoy my intermissions.
Because, like, I know I'm in the background of your stream, apparently.
Yeah. Well, now you can all enjoy my fancy intermission screen, and we will continue proper after I eat a quick bowl of chili for dinner.
Very well then.
Alright. I'm not familiar enough with Twitch, so what dumb stuff can I say without violating the terms of service?
Well, I'm out.
It was what? Streaming for 4 hours? Or is that just like his time zone or something?
Well, I've got the Francoface Z extension installed, so I can see his actual uptime on this stream, and it's 10 minutes.
Okay. That's what the 4 is from.
I don't know what you're seeing, so.
I'll just pretend I saw nothing then.
I mean, looking at his past broadcasts, the longest I can see is when he did the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer a couple of months ago.
I mean, I don't really use Twitch that often, so yeah, I have no clue what it is I'm seeing.
Nope, no Twitch here. As a matter of fact, NPC is pretty much my introduction to doing stuff on YouTube.
I used to do YouTube back in the day. I did one of the 2 things that all Let's Players did back in my day, back before all the youngins were watching. That was back when everyone was either a Minecraft Let's Player or a Super Mario World ROM Hack Let's Player. I was the latter because I was poor.
A few years ago, I might have dreamed about owning my own YouTube channel. But
I used to all the time.
Google is Google. What more is there to say?
I honestly still wanna just come back to it, just randomly do Mario World ROM Hacks and old school stuff, just for the heck of it, even though I know that everyone's moved on and no one cares anymore. Because it was fun, I will say that.
I technically have 2 YouTube channels because I've got my personal one that I've uploaded my speedruns to, and then I've got one that I've called Red Scarf Productions, which is where I've put all of my NPC roles.
I see. To be fair, I suppose my drive will only be able to hold so many videos at once for, my eldest sibling. So maybe I should at least look into what can be done about private videos. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
maybe I could figure something out that'll be a little more long-term for something like all 3 characters in Sonic 3 Air. Base game Sonic 3 Air.
Yeah, I've been playing through that recently, and it is definitely the best way to play Sonic 3 now, I would say.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah,
and this is coming from someone who values the original above all else. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sonic 3 Complete is great. It's fantastic for what it is, but I would still favour the original. And now I'm saying, actually, no, I favour Air. I
used to prefer Sonic 3 Complete, back when it was just that and then Air. And then, I used to always just play Sonic 3 anyway because, I'm lazy. I didn't feel like going to find it. And so then, Air's pretty fun, too.
Yeah.
The one thing that Complete does that I don't think has been implemented into Air is to restore Flying Battery to its original planned location between Carnival Night and Ice Cap.
I think there's an option for that, actually.
No.
There is incomplete. But as far as
there must have been a mod that I saw that did that.
Yeah,
maybe there's a mod.
Let me see. I think there is. Check
If not, it probably wouldn't be too hard to cobble together.
Yeah, because that snowboard in Ice Cap was meant to be the door that Sonic breaks off at the end of Flying Battery. So it's not like an arbitrary thing, like someone's gone back to Sonic 1 and put it back to the original level select order, because, yeah, that was the order at one point during development, and then they realised that putting Labyrinth Zone second was a stupid idea.
Ooh, that's
And
the mod I'm trying out later.
And yet they put Marble in its place.
Oh, never mind. It's only 40%.
Marble's nowhere near as hard as Labyrinth. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
but it's still pretty boring.
There's a reason why a lot of people say the best zones are Starlight and, believe it or not, Green Hill, because they're the two fast zones.
I also really like Spring Yard.
Meanwhile, Spring Yard, Green Hill Zone, and Starlight Zone are all like 3 of my least favorite levels in Sonic 1.
Heck, I think I see what Sega was going for with the cuts for the arcade version of Sonic 1, aka cutting out Marble Zone, Labyrinth Zone, and Scrap Brain Zone Act 3. Especially with the strict time limits.
Yeah, they cut out all the slow stuff.
Did I interrupt you, Zero?
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, my takes on Sonic 1 are probably extremely unpopular, so let's just pour them all out. So, Scrap Brain Zone is the best zone in Sonic 1. Green Hill sucks, the music is annoying, and it sucks to see it reappear in every game. Master System, honestly, either 8-bit Sonic 1, I'm not sure which. The best way to play Sonic 1, the 16-bit version, is trash. That's all the controversial ones off the top. Spring Yard Zone sucks as well. That's controversial, probably. The other things that people usually love about Sonic 1 or hate about Sonic 1 that I probably have a hot take about.
Now for a take that Zero will agree, except she won't. Metropolis absolutely sucks in Sonic 2.
And Metropolis is pretty great. It's one of the best tracks in the game. It's got a pretty nice layout. I mean, the trifecta of like evil badness everyone complains about is like so overhyped. It's not that bad.
It also has a potential soft lock near the end of Act 1.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's definitely a point or two away from it.
It is not a well-designed zone in the slightest.
What soft lock is that? Because I know of a few soft and hard locks in the original games.
Basically, something I've encountered 2, maybe 3 times. That's like both on the 3D and Genesis Mini versions. I've pretty much somersaulted very close to the end of the stage and wound up stuck somersaulting near a set of those wall bumpers that I just cannot, or that as a result I just cannot get in between. The most I can do is alter the height of my bounce, which even then does nothing to get me out of this endless loop.
Oh, I think I know which bit you mean. It's right at the end. It's the bit that you can fall down endlessly. And it's odd because I've never seen anyone softlock in that area. And all I can think of is if you are softlocking, then something must be robbing you of air control. Because it's actually pretty easy to avoid getting stuck between the bumpers.
Yeah, but those 2 times I was in the somersaulting animation. All the way up until I was on those bumpers.
Yeah, I am.
It had to wait out the timer.
Yeah, I'm thinking that something happened and you were control locked, which is why you couldn't get out of it. Because I've seen so many speedruns of it and done it casually myself. a handful of times, and I've never seen anyone even get remotely close to being stuck in that section.
Precisely. Those two were just really bad runs, I guess.
Mm. But I do know that in the classic games there are some situations, especially when you're rolling, where you can get control locked. As in, you can jump, but you have no left or right control.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of soft locks and hard locks that I know are quite reliable to trigger, Labyrinth at 1, if you roll off the screen after hitting the signpost and keep holding down, the camera will scroll down and then the game crashes. It just the console just hard locks and you just end up on screen. And there's only one bit of text on. The level's still there, but some of the graphics get corrupted, and then there's a bit of text that says illegal instruction.
Yep. The icing on the cake.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if there's another hard or soft lock in Sonic 1 that I know of and know how to trigger. I can't think of one. I know it's possible to die after you've defeated the final boss. Because you just jump into the pit. Sonic 2, Hilltop, sometimes, especially if you land on one of the Rexons from height, when you hit them on the head and destroy them, hard locks the game.
As I've seen a couple examples of before. Well, as we have.
Mm. You can also hard lock the game if you can also hard lock the game at the Oil Ocean boss. As Robotnik's going back into the oil, if you score the last hit on the frame that he despawns into the next cycle, it hard locks the game. Sonic 3 has a soft lock in Hydro City because there's an invisible wall that's meant to stop you from getting close to the egg prison. But in Sonic 3, it doesn't spawn properly, so you can go all the way to the egg prison. If you pop it, you then lock because the animation to proceed to Marble Garden doesn't play because the boss is still around. But if you were to go back and defeat the boss, when you return to where the egg prison is, it's despawned. So you can't end the level. And the timer stopped because you defeated the boss.
So you're stuck in limbo.
The thing is, if you reset, you still have to play Hydro City again because Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles by extension only save your progress once the score countdown is finished.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is technically a soft lock, although to get into it you have to enable debug mode. But Knuckles cannot complete Death Egg Act 1 because he can't jump high enough to hit Red Eye.
Yeah.
After the original.
Yeah, it's technically a soft lock because you can't get past it, but you have full control. But then again, Knuckles was never meant to go to that level.
I'm actually curious, is it possible to use debug mode to defeat the boss? Is nothing?
Oh yeah, you can use debug mode to spawn some platforms and some stuff. But debug mode can get you out of almost anything, to be honest. Although having said that, debug mode might be able to get you out of
Geez, that.
a Hydro 2 soft lock. I don't know if you can spawn an egg prison through debug mode, but you might be able to spawn a signpost. Actually, speaking of debug mode and signposts, there is a meme speedrun category for Sonic Mania, debug %, which is basically get through all the levels in the game by spawning a signpost and hitting it. If you do it quick, you can get to the end in under 8 minutes.
Oh man.
Which, given that a standard good or bad ending playthrough is about 53 minutes for Sonic and Tails, that's the world record, 53:18 or something.
Did I discover a glitch? My complete accident. It's not doing it anymore.
Oh, was the camera scrolling?
Yeah, the
Yep.
camera was scrolling. Even though I wasn't continuing in the dialogue.
Whoopsie.
I hear a chow in the background. Oh, that's not bad. That was also my fault. But yeah. Apparently, Freedom Planet does not like it when I try to start another game while waiting on this cutscene. Because it captured my controller and did not let it go into a different game. So I'm not about to start playing stuff on the keyboard through that. Also, probably would still be directed Freedom Planet. So I wish IG would get here so I could actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw it. I'm going on with that. I'm sorry. Oh, it's completely broken. I love when I just. Glad you're back.
Mike. Alright, now that my mic's actually on, I see Super Chris is in the chat. Hello. Good to see you again. I recognize the name. Don't mind me just fixing my chair real fast before we continue
Zero broke
on.
the cutscene.
Yeah.
That's lefty loosey. I need to go righty tighty with this. I seriously need to get a tool to tighten the things on this chair.
Oh, that's a line that I've never really understood. Busting out of here will be as easy as a crab cake.
I don't recognize that line from Freedom Planet. But anyway, we
She does say
continue.
something like that, doesn't she? Like, it's just before you go into Jade Creek.
Yeah.
Man, I'm beat.
Hang in there. The next shift
Anyway,
is on its way.
I think I'm
I'll
for
do one more round
now
in
until
the
I get
meantime.
these back for turns. I'm going to play
Ugh.
play some Shadow Garden instead.
And our resident protagonist is falling asleep on the job because guard duty sucks.
I need a quick snack.
We see a cute baby.
Papa, where are you going?
Oh, that's Duran.
Off to slay some dragons.
Huh, you wanna know something weird?
Some beast known as the
For
dragon.
like the first time in my life, like I'm seeing Zwat's stream on Twitch, and it's like not like giving me 1 frame a second.
I'm back.
Oh, well, of course I see back right now.
Take care of your mother and sister while I'm gone.
Anyway, say hi to Twitch apparently.
Understood, son?
Hi, Twitch. So this kid went from a bowl cut to Raditz hair. I mean, yeah, respect.
Loki. He took a blow meant for me, causing both him and the Dragon Lord to fall into the depths of an abyss.
Alright, I'm gonna be
My men and I searched the area for a week. To no avail. Could not find Loki.
I see. He fulfilled his duties as the Golden Knight until the very end. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted.
Okay, that last there is not really good crying acting.
Oh, Stella. How could you let your illness go untreated for so long, Simone? If Loki knew I was ill, he would have neglected his duties for my sake. I just couldn't hold him back like that. You're both such fools. Stella.
So effectively, Duran's dad died saving the kingdom from this old evil called the Dragon Lord, and his mom seems to have died from an illness that she was holding back so that the dad wouldn't neglect his duties to take care of her. And that's just this character's tragic backstory. We have 5 others as well that could potentially be the protagonist. Riesz's kingdom gets completely overthrown and her brother taken, but thankfully he's found in the end. And Angela, her own mother, tries to kill her for some ritual, although it's revealed that she's being controlled, which we'll find later on. And Charlotte, well, Charlotte has it pretty easy off compared to most of the others. I guess with Kevin being the only one that beats her. Kevin, he accidentally killed his pup Carl, but then later on it's revealed, hey, his pup actually survived, it was all a ruse, and he accidentally buried his friend, and so his dad had to take him out of the grave, like, yeah, he's still alive.
Oh my.
I just needed to awaken your beastly instincts. It's... And then Charlotte just, her friend Heath, wizard, got... Not a wizard, a priest got taken. She goes searching for him. And... Hawkeye is a thief. His thieves were given a bad name when the Navarro agents, which he's a part of, got taken over by Belladonna. Effectively, there's 3 different evils in this game, and whichever character you choose at the beginning affects who the main evil is. Duran and Angela end up you end up fighting all 3 main villain factions of the first half of the game, but then by the second half, the one that is the actual enemy to your main characters, is the one that ends up becoming the main villain faction in the end. So since I chose Duran, yeah, so much of the game changes based on the characters you choose. So it's impossible to experience everything in one playthrough, but that just increases replayability. And I feel like the game is just the right length for that. And enough of the game changes, it's not like just the final boss and some cutscenes are different. There's different character interactions depending on who's in your team. And a good number of the dungeons actually change based on whichever main villain faction takes power. And it all comes to a head like the 3 villain factions before the Benevolons are awoken. The 3 villain factions are all fought pretty much sequentially, but then afterward, when the Benevolons are awoken, one of those villain the 3 villain factions try to reach the Sanctuary of Mana and steal the Mana Sword, and that leads to a scuffle between all 3, where there's a lot of casualties, but in the end, only one of those villain factions ends up taking the sword, and that's determinant based on whoever your main character is. And I think that's a good method of storytelling for a game like this. to split up the paths like that. Have a conflict between the three villain factions, and then that's the perfect cover-up for checking to make sure which one wins and becomes the main villain for the rest of the game. I think that's genius overall.
First, we must strengthen the castle's defenses and increase the guard. Then we shall send our own spies into
like, one question that's probably gonna make me seem like a total noob to everyone on the internet, but like, is there any relation between Trials of Mana and Secrets of Mana?
Of all places.
And Secret of Mana. This is effectively the sequel to Secret of Mana.
I've literally never heard of
but it. Yeah, it is the sequel to Secret of Mana, but even in the original, a few of the battle systems were changed. There were a lot of quality of life updates to the overall system, and the story is arguably a lot more mature than, while remaining whimsical at times, as per the series it's from. It's overall a lot more mature than the previous two entries, and arguably, even not including the fact that it can change based on your playthroughs, that alone adds a lot of depth. Each story in this game is really far deeper than anything that came before, including Secret of Mana. Like, I still have no idea what's going on in Secret of Mana overall, even with how many times I've attempted to play it, how many times I've seen Rome's playthrough. And I do own the game. I should probably play it at some point, like stream it. But for now, I'll stick with Trials of Mana. I think it's still safe to say that Trials of Mana is my favorite of the series. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna call it a night here.
Walk around.
Alright.
See you tomorrow.
Alright. You have a good night.
Later, Red.
Good. Red. See you tomorrow. Night.
Alright, so I'm gonna explore this town for some treasure and gold. Try to find all of the treasure chests. I don't have, since this isn't New Game Plus, I don't have the little cactus treasure checklist on here, so I just have to hope for the best and hope I get them all.
I get them all when you can do a no chest challenge run.
No.
See that?
Rather not.
That no reaction is exactly why I would say something like that. Because it's like the worst idea.
Yeah, I don't think it would be impossible. It just, why would you?
To suffer.
I mean, you could still potentially buy items. It just, there's really no feasible point. I don't think it would be enough of a challenge to really be worth it, and it just seems pointless overall, honestly, to go that route.
Hey, dumb, fully thought out ideas are kind of my specialties.
We all got our stuff. But I believe I've gotten all the treasure chests now. And oh, I'm walking all over this guy's garden, no!
Trample all the flowers.
Trample all the flowers. Oop, item spot. Crimson Wizard is legendary, but I never thought that coward would be a bloodthirsty spy. Do I have any item seeds yet?
Also, I just noticed that someone actually posted in chat finally. But I have no clue what the story behind the Sun Oshi is.
Alright, I'll wait to handle item seeding until later. Pretty sure I've gotten all the item spots and all the chests. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's definitely all the chests. Oh, hey, Cave. How you doing? I don't currently see you in the viewer list, but I do see your comment about the Puyo Sun. And now we talk to the fortune teller that he so desperately wanted to avoid earlier for whatever reason.
What's the story behind the Puyo Sun emoji?
Huh?
Puyo Puyo Sun. Cave quest, speed runs, Puyo Puyo Sun.
Oh, okay.
Tells me you have a lot on your mind, son.
Also, be prepared for the voice acting of this game to range from bad to laughable to what the heck.
I mean, that does seem pretty fitting for a remake of a game from the SNES era.
Oh, they stayed 100%, except for a few new lines. They stayed completely true to the original SNES official script. Let that speak for itself.
Oh boy.
Even the original localization, or did they relocalize?
Would I trust my fate to something like
the original, well, obviously doesn't stay true to the fan localization. It stays true to their own localization that was released in the Collection of Mana. Because this game didn't come out in America until 2017. I think 2017, or was it 2019 or 2018? Whenever Collection of Mana came out.
Okay, well, at least if it was done in 2017, it probably wasn't a bad translation, at least.
Yeah, but its thing is, it was an SNES game that they had to go back to programming on the SNES while also working to make sure it would work with the Switch. It's a programming endeavor, yeah. Definitely. Like they did in addition to doing a remake, they didn't need to necessarily do that. People would have complained probably, but they didn't need to do that. But the fact that they did, I've gained respect for Square Enix. I know they went through an awkward time for a while, but they have my respect now.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm super casual about Square Enix games just because I was never super crazy about Final Fantasy. So.
Oh, the only two Final Fantasies I own are 1 for PSP and 3 for DS, and the only one I've really played is 3, and I've gotten like I think halfway through it perhaps, and then got stuck at the Goldor Mansion or something like that. And it's decent. Final Fantasy is more one of those series that unless I get really bored, I'm more likely to just learn about rather than play.
For me, it's
I'm open to anything, but I do think I'm more of a Mana series fan.
For me, it's the kind of thing that I like get into, but like it's not gonna be like my first choice RPG, and they're like all criminally overrated. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the only Square Enix series I think of them like a hardcore fan for is probably gonna get a lot of laughs, but Kingdom Hearts, honestly. Is it good?
That's what you like.
I know you already.
I have Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep now that I think about it. Might end up doing that for a stream, but one of my critical failures is that I've kept on trying to play on critical mode, and let's just say on top of the fact that critical mode is apparently a lot more lazily made implemented than in like Kingdom Hearts 2 in that game. It's made it a little bit hard to get into this series.
Like, don't get me wrong, I played like the game for the first time on critical mode, but I'm fairly good at.
Of course, son of Loki.
If don't do that to yourself.
This day would come.
I think I try to treat Kingdom Hearts as a hack and slash, without knowing how to hack and slash in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And
Oh my.
like I'm better with like Metal Gear Rising, Astral Chain, basic Platinum stuff. Although I haven't played Bayonetta, I do have DMC1, but I haven't really played
You
through
can
it.
get away with mashing X in Kingdom Hearts 2. You cannot go doing that in Birth by Sleep. At least not on critical, like the game will wipe you.
Noted. Well, because I don't care that much about Kingdom Hearts story, maybe I should look into Kingdom Hearts at some point for just playing for a stream. Low priority though. Not gonna lie.
I like the story, but it might just be childhood nostalgia speaking.
I am aware of the story. I've watched some Kamiyane's reviews. That's all I need to know.
It's
I see your
it is a
It's a trip.
It's a story.
Forgive me. Was my
I'm gonna
weakness that
fear
allowed
you.
the enemy to
It's a
escape
trip.
Yeah.
easily? I wish to atone for my mistakes. I cannot forgive the wizard.
Not
for
the
what
first
he
trick
did.
we've experienced here.
For the first time in my life, I was
It's like trying to follow whatever the heck the plot of Corpse Party is after once they rebooted the series.
Dare I quote?
Cannot.
I'm sorry you don't believe me, Axel.
Acknowledged. You have my blessing on your journey.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's surprisingly tame compared to some of the things I've seen.
Oh man. Streets of Rage 3, what
Resolve is
happened?
Truly admirable. I'd feared that perhaps he was
Just
raised
saying.
too proud. But I see that he is just like his
You know,
father.
at some point maybe I need to look through the fan dub of this game just to compare it to the original, to the official localization. Because I'm sure for the longest time it was what we had, so it had to have been amazing. I know it was cited as an accomplishment, just that people were able to do that. But now that the official localization has come out, I imagine it'll likely seem a bit primitive comparatively, and so I'm gonna reserve judgment on it, but I am curious how it compares.
Dub, huh? Interesting.
Well, not dub might be the wrong word. It's since it's all text, we're using the SNES version, and yeah, like I said, since this game wasn't localized outside of Japan for the longest time, we only had the fan localization to go off of. So it was like I said, I've heard it was really good. It's just see how it compares to the official localization is the question.
So, which version would you say you recommend?
I mean, obviously, since the official localization is out now, there's really no need for the fan localization anymore. So I have to say the official version. But I am curious about the fan localization.
I mean, I mostly ask because I know that some localizations just like change a lot for no reason. So
I mean,
yeah, I know that the fan version called Charlotte Carly and Riesz Lees, I think. But yeah, overall,
I wouldn't expect this to be anywhere close to Streets of Rage 3's case.
yeah, overall, I feel like I haven't heard any complaints about the official localization compared to the fan sub. I think I heard one thing about someone saying the fan sub was awful compared to the fan localization was awful compared to the official one, but one, I don't have a source on that, so that might be my mind making up things I've seen, which I don't necessarily agree with, and two, as in I don't agree with that opinion necessarily, and two, the thing to bear in mind is that the fan sub was all we had for the longest time, so obviously it's going to be of lower quality, and so it's unfair to really compare, especially since now there's no need for the fan localization, no need to bash on it either.
yeah, because like I figured it like the official localization would probably not be like all your base tier or something like that. You said it was made in 2017, so...
Oh, your base
Yeah,
belonged to us, really?
Yeah, no, the official localization is competently written, thankfully. It's competently written. In fact, it probably benefited from the fact that it was localized, it was officially localized so late that they were able to catch typos and stuff. And stuff like that.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, I'm still curious about the official locali. So I might want to try it at some point, just for comparison's sake.
Yeah, sorry, Miner, that I don't remember the true name of all your base and only remember the name. Sorry that I am a filthy casual gamer.
Zero Wing on the Sega Mega Drive, translated by Sega of Europe.
Oh, oh gosh. And that was Cats.
Yep.
With a Z.
No, it was an S in the European version.
They localized it to be...
Shows what I know, I've never played Zero Wing, I've just seen the meme.
Okay, just a second.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's a showing for another time. For now, I've got pizza waiting for me.
Alright.
Ooh, pizza, nice.
I do too, but it's not like the garbage version.
Things are a bit... things are a bit strange right now. We're doing a bunch of house painting in the living room. I've been down in the den the whole day. Because, like, living room's right outside my main bedroom. The den's pretty much my second room. It's got a bunch of my video game stuff and all down here. Even a CRT to play it on. The ultimate.
Oh, I'm partially jealous.
You know, I've got like I got like all my stuff around my room and a bunch of stuff in my closet.
Oh, yes, Cave. I just realized you called out for me here.
Anyways.
In the chat.
Yeah, before I go, hey Arcania. It's me, Musical Miner Dude, from Sky Sanctuary. Nice to see you. Anyways, I'll be right back after dinner, guys.
Meanwhile, I'm a total stranger to whoever they are, so I'm sorry. Nice to meet you, I guess.
Hey. Cave's cool. He's in charge of Powerhouse Marathons, a charity organization.
Wait, hold on.
They host regular speedrunning marathons.
Are you like on a Twitch stream somewhere?
Yeah. So I forgot to mention that. Well,
Where's
it's kind of like a Twitch stream, just like had this on in the background for like no reason. I'm like actually watching it right now, but like
the link is there. Let me post the link for you real fast.
Okay.
I've actually played a few matches with him before.
What sort of games do you usually play?
Well, either Puyo Puyo Tetris or Champions.
Okay.
Oh, you two know each other.
Way too hard at Puyo to be any good. Like, honestly, it's fitting that like I like Dracos and Taurus so much because I am pretty much her skill level.
Hey, it took me a while to really get it down enough to do a 1cc of the original game, and to do a bad ending 1cc of the sequel. I'm still working on the good ending. Damn score requirement.
Yeah, Draco's adorable.
Yeah, I've been able to beat Puyo 7 and Puyo Tetris myself. And obviously Mean Bean Machine.
Actually, Mean Bean Machine was where I managed my first Puyo 1cc. Same game, just a reskin. So, it counts. It heckin' counts. Anyways, I should eat. See you guys later.
Alright. See you later.
See ya. I'll probably meet myself to eat too, because no one wants to hear that.
Draco is cute, okay. Yeah, maybe I should host these streams at 5 instead of 7. We'll have to see about that. Like, the multiplayer streams are fine primarily because everyone's just up at that time. And we have ourselves to bounce commentary off of. But these ones I might need to host a little earlier. Let me post in the NPC that I'm doing right as well. And Pink's site room. There we go. Okay, the little cactus does not appear before he's supposed to in a regular new game. Got it. Considering doing a puzzle marathon in August, and unsure if it should be within Powerhouse Marathons or not. Interesting. Like Puyo Puyo Sign, Tetris Attack. Well, puzzle doesn't just have to be the dropping puzzle games. It can be... That covers a lot. I wonder if Tomb Raider would count.
Just you wait, Crimson Wizard. I ain't gonna stop until I'm more than powerful enough to take you down. You won't get away with this. I will defeat you.
Not sure that's the proper kind of feeling he's supposed to be saying that line with. Voice acting in this game, man.
Duran, bested by the Crimson Wizard, nearly lost confidence in his skills. He set out for Holy City Wendell to gain the strength to overcome his failings.
Alright, good night, Cave. Did I just hear a doggo on your end, Italian gamer?
Yeah, that's my mom's dog. Oh, yeah, I'm Italian Gamer 97. In case you didn't know, I'm also known as Italian Gamer 97 157 on Twitch. So, I mean, yeah, just make the line that out there.
Chad belongs to Ferolia. Don't resist, and we may spare you.
Ferolian forces have taken the town and closed the docks. Now my ship's stuck in the harbor until who knows when.
Well, that's a problem. Beastmen have taken over Jad, so we can't get to Wendell.
What are these beastmen up to? I'd love to throw them all out of town, but there's only one of me.
So let's explore around town a bit. Try to see if I can find that one treasure chest I wasn't able to find in my practice attempt of this intro sequence. Nope, not in the docks. But yeah, on Thursday you're gonna see what the original game looked like, and then you'll understand just how much of a technical marvel this remake is compared to the original. Which alone makes it like there's still merit to playing the original because it's so different yet still so good. But I do feel the remake is far superior in terms of quality.
Yeah, the stream was like kind of choppy on my end, so I just kind of like closed out the tab.
Fair, fair. Yeah, this one even has platforming! Platforming in my RPG! It's more likely than you think. That last. I don't have a tracker for the amount of treasure I have, actually. Just realized. Yeah. I do know that there's at least 2 treasure chests in here. And I've only gotten 1. What's that odd flower right there? Didn't come. Yeah, imagine a Chrono Trigger. Maybe what if the reason we haven't gotten a Chrono Trigger oh, those are just birds. Remake yet is because when they eventually do a Chrono Trigger remake, it's gonna be huge. Like huger than Final Fantasy VII Remake or Trials of Mana.
During the day, but at night, they transform into animals. Don't leave the house after dark. You hear? Hey, if you're trying to leave the city, night is actually best. Once the beastmen transform, they lose their better judgment. The whole lot of them tend to get together and brawl amongst themselves until dawn. It's easier to sneak out of the city then. Good luck.
Thank you, kind sir.
Until nightfall. Our guards will thin out by then. Trained swordsman knows when to pick his battles.
This town is caught up in a war it never wanted. It's the same story everywhere you go in the world these days. What on earth is going on?
I wonder where you find Riesz here. I know where you're supposed to find Duran if you aren't playing as him. Maybe you find Riesz in the armory? Nope. I know Charlotte doesn't appear here since she's still either in Wendell or making her way to Astoria at this point in the story. Oh, Kevin!
Shh. Don't tell them I'm here, okay? Can't be found out. I am one of them, but not with them. Can't let them see me. Don't tell. Please?
Nah. Poor kid. And then if you do play as him and go up to the guys, he hides from Ludger, but against against the other guy, any of the other guys, he just hides. No, he doesn't hide. He convinces them that he's on a secret mission for the king. Where is Riesz here? I know Riesz is supposed to be somewhere in this town. All of them, except for Charlotte, appear in this, and the player character appear as NPCs in this town. And I know Angela is in the inn. Is she actually in here? Oh, this is where Kevin is. Hawkeye is in the bar. I mean, let's check again. Maybe Riesz actually is in here. Top floor. Oh yeah, okay, here.
Pardon me. My younger brother is missing, and I must find him as soon as possible.
Oh, never knew about this.
I can't see a little lost boy around here. I see. Thank you anyway.
Not sure what happens if you say yes. But, best to not lie. And now finally to close things off before we head for the end. Pipe down, pup. Okay, Ludger won't beat us up because he'll just yell at us. Let's try this. Hey, look, I want one of you to beat me up. What about you? You look tough. Which one of these guys is gonna beat me up? Come on, one of you beat me up. Let's try talking to Ludger, perhaps, and then seeing if that triggers anything.
Keep your head down, and you won't get hurt.
Maybe? No. Someone beat me up.
Quit gawking and get lost.
What about you? Pipe down, pup. I know there's supposed to be a scene where you can get beaten up by one of the beastmen. I don't know how to trigger it. Maybe it's this specific guy down here, because I saw him injuring someone else before. No? So, who's gonna beat me up?
Quit gawking and get lost.
Fine. Maybe I had to not know to leave till... Maybe I was supposed... Maybe, you can only fight you can only trigger that scene if you haven't checked the haven't learned that nighttime is best to escape yet. Maybe that's how. Oh well. Got a pretty decent selection.
Hello.
Hey, Miner. Just missed me going all around town trying to find a beast man to beat me up, and then realizing maybe I triggered it so that the scene can't occur anymore at the moment.
Hey, Miner, welcome back.
It was like I was going around. I was just going around, like saying, "Hey, why isn't anyone beating him up? Someone beat me up! Beat me up!" Things you only hear in the context of a game. That.
Okay, sorry about that. I am back for real now.
Right. Let me guess. You didn't hear anything I just said.
Not much.
Alright, I just was going all around Jad trying to find someone to beat me up, like going, "Hey, will you beat me up?"
Yeah.
No? Why won't you beat me up? Someone come beat me up. Someone beat me up. Because I wanted a scene to occur, but I think I missed the chance by triggering a certain
That sound wrong
conversation.
out of the context.
Totally.
Anyway, we're now in Rabbite Forest at night. Our first encounter, other than the ones we've had so far, will be with several howlers. Oh, I'm sorry, a couple of howlers, not several. And also, we're on hard mode, which thankfully doesn't affect too much in terms of the ability to play the game, at least in the early phases. Wait, anything down here? And something cool about this game is if you can get bonuses in combat. If you get it no damage, if you finish with a class strike, and if you beat under like 20, 10, or 30 seconds. And also there's like one skill on New Game Plus that can increase your experience gain by 300%. And on top of that, we of course cannot forget the thing that I'm forgetting.
Good job.
The miracle cookies, the cookies in this game that actually increase your experience gain after each battle while they remain active. But yeah, like just overall bonuses for either playing well or just using items to EXP to mitigate grinding. And that's inspired me for working on my game, for certain. Obviously the bonuses weren't, well, not obviously, but the bonuses are new to the remake. They didn't exist due to the programming of the original, So, quality of life updates. And I haven't played the Final Fantasy VII remake, so I don't know if that reigns true, if the existence of bonuses reigns true there as well. What I do know is that, aside from the voice acting and animations, this game is competently made. Cutscene animations, let me be specific. Animations for, like, the special attacks and overall movement are superb.
Zera's back.
Hey Zera, welcome back.
Hey.
Wanna tell Zera what wanna tell Zera what was missed?
A bunch of stuff like how bonuses are new to this remake.
That and also what happened before that.
Yeah. Basically running around town looking for someone to beat him up, I guess.
Yep. I was going around town yelling, "Hey, someone beat me up! Come on, beat me up!" Alas, no one did. No one beat me up in the end.
Why would you ask them to?
Trigger a certain scene that I think I unfortunately missed by triggering a certain dialogue. So yeah.
Well, on the bright side, no one beat you up.
I mean, yeah, my bones are still not broken. So I guess that's a benefit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this music sounds?
I was about to ask you the one of you is, and then I realized, oh, that's probably me.
No, it's the Invisible Man.
But I'm neither invisible nor a man, so...
Well, there you go. So yeah, pretty soon we'll get our second partner, and I'm gonna end this session after I beat Full Metal Hugger, which is effectively where the demo of this game ends.
Okay, so...
Alrighty.
How much longer would you say would be our session for tonight, then?
I'd say maybe around an hour.
Alright.
Gotcha.
So I guess we'll try to keep the future replay viewers entertained until then.
Maybe the barrier will magically disappear. Oh yeah, don't get too attached to this town, by the way.
Let me guess, it gets burned to the ground.
Pretty true.
What?
If it gets burned to the ground, in that case, don't tell me what to do, I'll do what you want. I'll do what I want. I'll get attached to this town as much as I want. This house
You won't have that much time to get attached.
This house you decide it's mine now. I have now attached myself to this town. I'm even gonna name the house. Its name's Lenny now.
Well, you won't be happy to see Lenny in a little bit.
There's just like, this point is mine! Do you understand that?
If someone hurts Lenny, I will avenge them. And I am very armed for an eye, so they'd better not hurt Lenny. If they burn Lenny to the ground, I will burn them and their entire families to the ground, as well as their houses.
Then you won't get along with any beastmen who are not named Kevin.
Or Flame Hynard.
Well, Lenny and Kevin can be best friends, then.
Yeah. Kevin's the good one. Kevin's alright.
Also,
yeah.
that key you just picked up, his name was Mortimer.
Well, then I want to know all your names for all of these, guys.
I can't wait to come back to this magic pot many times over this adventure.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Now, what's this, Ooh, Succube Claw. I think that's a new that's a new item to the remake. That is... Okay, I'm gonna have to bear that in mind. That's some pretty decent items to start out with.
Name the claw,
which means I'm...
the last few items.
Oh no, you continue. Just go along.
6 lucre? I can't wait to spend 6 lucre every night for the next in-game week. Just enjoying our vacation here.
It's gonna be more expensive each time until I happen to get I think a little over half the little cactuses in the game, and then all inns will be free, and I'll get a 20% discount at shops.
Why would they make it more expensive each time?
Because that's natural progression. You get more money, and you stay at an inn. That's they wanna curb it. Like it's
similarly in like Wonder Boy and Monster World.
Yeah. Like every stay at the inn doesn't cost more each time you stay at the inn. It's just
oh, the further ones cost more.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly
I was gonna say that makes no sense, but that actually.
What the heck was that light?
So what do we name the light?
Finally, something's happening in this town.
You'll find out its name, but you can name it yourself if you want.
The light
Its actual name is kind of boring.
I was gonna say the light strikes me as a Christine, but actually, you know what? Screw that. Tikal. The light's name is Tikal.
Okay. Yeah. We'll call that character Tikal, and she's gonna be not just recurring, but with us the entire adventure. So get used to Tikal, everybody.
Hey,
I love that.
Tikal still makes a better companion than Obershell.
Oh yeah, I guess Tikal does kind of count as a companion, doesn't she?
What?
Never really thought about that.
Stream just went choppy for a second.
What will we name this mushroom before it dies?
It's already dead.
Alright, well, I guess it's too late for that. Too late for the rabbite, too. What will we name the next mushroom, then?
What will we name this ant? Assassin ant.
I'll name the next mushroom.
I'll keep it alive till you come up with a name.
I said I'll name the next mushroom assassinate then, even though.
Okay, well what will you name this assassin ant?
I don't know. Lenny. Did we already use the name Lenny? I think we did. I think the house is Lenny.
Yeah, we already named Lenny. So, I'm waiting. I'm keeping him alive so you can come up with a name.
I don't know, Spike. Why not? You got a Spike.
Alright, so long, Spike!
We gotta name everything so we can get as attached to the town as possible.
Yeah, and we're coming up at the point where the town's not gonna be as towny anymore.
Nonsense. The town will always be in mid-condition. And Lenny will be okay.
Right. Definitely. Absolutely.
Oh, please. When do bad things ever happen to the first town in an RPG?
Well, I mean, it's not the first town in the RPG, but...
When do bad things ever happen to a town in an RPG game? Never. That's when. All towns are always, like, perfectly safe in RPG games, and they never get destroyed from story progression at all.
We just had some interesting collision there. Everyone, take a note for an extremely crazy collision. And our Tikal is a fairy. And her name is Fairy. Yeah, we'll stick with Tikal. That's literally all we call her, and all she's called in the game. Fairy.
Wow.
Who are you?
They didn't get very creative.
So yeah.
The name's Duran.
Yeah, I mean it's spelled the British way of using an E rather than an I. So
So I suppose you'll do.
yeah.
Hold on.
But yeah, I'll stick with Tikal. I like Tikal.
I mean, honestly, so that's a joke, but okay.
I'll tell you later. Please. I need need you to take me to the Priest of
And
Light and
so
Wendell.
we need to head for the Priest of Light and Wendell. She needs to head for the Priest of Light and Wendell. She can take down the barrier that's blocking our path. How convenient!
Alright, let's go and visit the town. Well, one last time before we cross the barrier, and then we can come back to the town after we're done with the mission. Because it'll totally be there.
Sanctuary of Mana.
Sanctuary of Mana? Wait.
It'll totally be fine. What could possibly happen to the town? It's not like
What could possibly?
Well, there's an explosion that came from Astoria, so that's not promising.
We need to get going.
Oh no, it came from the town. We've got to go save Lenny.
Let me rest inside you for a bit. Phrasing. Okay, that was totally ad-libbed off the subtitles. It didn't match the subtitles at all, but that was one of the best executions of any voice line in this game. Whoa, 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 wait, what?
Jeez, fine, on it.
That was good.
I'm engaged. I wonder who will have to fight off the town with big money, and that who will not be entirely destroyed in the town that's perfectly fine.
Oh, I get this chest over here. I didn't miss any item spots, did I? Doesn't look like it.
I like how the item spots are actually like little glowing areas instead of like how they probably would have been in an SNES game where there's like random secret tiles you have to smash A in front of if you walked every tile on the map.
Yeah. Alright, for now I'll set X to candy, and I shouldn't need to use item seeds, but I'll set A to healing status effects. There.
I mean, it's always good to be safe even when you're just taking a trip back to the town. Be very peaceful and lovely, and where nothing bad happens.
Hey, at least we can't be blamed for it. Unlike most RPGs where you're banished from the town because you grabbed a sword that awoke all these demons, and no one wants you anymore. Or whatever happened in Tales of Symphonia, I forget.
Town being peaceful and normal and happy and perfectly intact.
Perfectly normal. Perfectly
And
balanced.
perfectly peaceful and happy, and everyone there will just live in harmony. And nothing bad ever happens. And also there's Lenny the house. And this joke is totally not going to get old because it's probably going to break very soon.
Yeah, just don't get too attached to Lenny.
No,
please, for your own sake.
I will keep growing more and more attached to Lenny until I have an infinite attachment.
This is our friend group. We run away with jokes constantly. It's just beautiful.
Especially me, because I'm just like a terrible person.
Oh no, I love it. Oh, another battle. I could run away from these, but experience!
Never run away from battles. Running from battles is for cowards.
A winner never runs away from a fight!
Lenny would not.
Unless it's just not worth your time. Or if you're, maybe if you're in a rush to save someone,
Okay.
then...
That is one exception.
There's
that Lenny
reasons.
will permit. You don't want to let Lenny down, though.
And speaking of Lenny... Well... I don't know how to break this to you, but... Yeah...
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
What happened?
No, they killed Lenny!
This looks like the work of Beastmen.
Lenny's dead! How could... I attached myself so closely to him, and now I am let down. Who could have foreseen this event?
I can't believe he's fucking dead.
That the town in an RPG game would be destroyed. I never saw it coming. What kind of
I'm sorry to break it to you. A beast man, apparently. How did I miss this?
We need to save Lenny. We need to bring him back.
Lenny's gone. This town is gonna stay like this for the rest of the game.
Nonsense.
Music and all.
In what RPGs does the destroyed town stay destroyed for the entire game? It's not like that's in almost every RPG where they do the town destroyed trope. We can save him, right?
You can't escape the truth, Sierra.
We never revisit Astoria after this. So, I mean, you can revisit, but it'll still be the same desecrated wasteland in every
sad.
place.
Like, I wish more games like where they did this trope would at least like after you get like the good ending and whatnot, the town's rebuilt.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it got repaired later on down the line outside of the story of the game, but it doesn't happen during the events of the game itself. Which means we don't even have access to the inn that we were just in moments before this town burned to the ground, or the armor shop. Well, not that magic pop, but there's other magic pops.
And isn't that the only thing that matters? Is that specific object?
Yeah.
At least we have to call.
Yeah. And that's not all. You got so attached to Lenny, but now you haven't. But pretty soon we're gonna have another companion.
Can we name him Lenny in honor of the fallen?
Well, that might be a bit hard given, it's not exactly a he.
Alright, well, what's the female version of Lenny? Or neutral version of Lenny? Pick someone fun.
Lenore. Lenore.
Okay,
Let's go with that.
They're Lenore.
Ah, man. Yeah, now I wish that we could actually name, the protagonists in this version of Trials of Mana, because you can name the protagonists in, the SNES version, but I can see why they didn't do it for this because it's voice acting, but yeah.
That's fair enough.
So, hey Lenore.
That's definitely better than the idea I was gonna go with of Lynette.
Actually, that's more creative. Let's go with that.
I mean, it's definitely chokier. It's a good thing that they don't let you name the party, because now we just like have a character like the rest of the series. It's just named after my dumb joke. Especially considering that, like, chances are I probably won't be in another one of your streams most likely unless you do this again.
Now it's ID's turn for the AFK channel. Woof.
Alright, so we won't play through Angela's chapters since nothing saves anyway. We're just gonna let the Flash Black play out.
Princess Angela.
So effectively, like we were saying earlier, she was bad at magic. Didn't say that part, but she was bad at magic, and so her mom said she wanted to exchange her life for forbidden magic to release their country's Mana Stone for power. It's
Who does that?
the mom's a little not right in the head at the moment, in case it's not obvious, and it's not exactly her fault, but we'll go into that at another point. But yeah, she accidentally teleported herself out of the castle, and not only out of the castle, out of the kingdom, and yeah, now she's over here, and she's gonna help us.
So that's basically how I got here.
And so her goal, minus the whole thing of her mom trying to sacrifice her life, her story is actually, her motivation for going after the Mana Sword and helping out the team is probably the most, I don't know whether to call it innocent or selfish. She just wants to take control of her magic power, whereas other people want to save their kingdoms or get revenge on someone who wronged them or their kingdoms, killed one of their friends, etc. Hers is straightforward. I know that selfish would be the.
I mean, hers is just
I guess
like
it would be a word.
survival at this point because, like, you know, if you go romantic, then she probably won't be sacrificed.
Yeah.
Or at least if they're going
Yeah.
to try, she can defend herself.
Suddenly, he was able to wield incredible
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the mom isn't exactly right in the head at the moment, and if she was, she wouldn't be trying to sacrifice her daughter, but, you know, plot. Oh, there's some extra dialogue between these two because they both have history with the Crimson Wizard.
And I'm gonna make a joke, but like, I'm not gonna joke about the whole crazy abusive parent thing. That's kind of dark. Like, even for me.
Oh, how silly of me. I never asked your name.
Probably should have paid attention during that cutscene.
Probably.
Alright then. Lead on, Duran.
Also, she's totally a huge flirt for Duran, by the way. She drops hints at some points, Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do in chat. I forgot to show, she was sleeping in the bed at the inn, and if you wake her up as anyone who isn't Riesz, or Charlotte, because Charlotte never visits Jad that early in the story, she, calls the main character a perv and slaps them.
Why would you want to be called a perv and slapped?
Give me a moment. I'll get
For showing the scene, because I was showing the other characters' positions in Jad, obviously, except for Charlotte. And I just forgot about that. Oh well. Should be able to show it off in the original version on Thursday, at least.
Yes, but. So, what are you playing this on? A Nintendo Switch or?
Yep.
Glad to know you have taste in consoles.
As the Princess of Altena, I've had training. I'll take monsters over the Altanish forces any day.
And I love these little dialogues that happen sometimes.
Are those added or those new?
Some of them were adapted to fit with the more active system of this game, and some of them are completely new.
Hello again, IG.
Hey, hang on a moment, let me fix my audio situation.
You missed the sacrifice of the legend. He will not be missed. We will mourn him for all eternity.
Alas, poor Lenny. Gold mana statue there, silver mana statues are used to save, gold mana statues are used to save and heal.
Man, I can't believe Mushroom is dead. There's just so much death and devastation in this episode.
Truly. Oh, but I can use a class strike. Crosscut.
Actually, your party member is sleep score, apparently.
Wow, that completely missed. The neat thing about,
that collision was...
Yeah, the neat thing about class strikes in the original is that they charge up quickly, although you lose any points you didn't use after a battle, but that's compensated by the fact that they charge up really quickly. And if you miss, then it doesn't consume the the class strike, as opposed to in this game where if you whiff it, that's you gotta charge it up again. And it takes longer to charge up, but you can store the charge between battles and even between areas. So it's arguably a better system, but don't miss effectively. Granted, with its only possible miss with the first level class strike. Any others just hit either the nearest enemy or every enemy on the screen, if I recall correctly. Because of how the systems worked in that
Still,
game.
get good.
Yep.
Why get good when you can just cheat?
I said get good. You will get good.
Why get good when you can just save state? Do it over and over again.
Well, I'm gonna be playing on the authentic stuff. Oh, she fell asleep. I'm gonna be playing authentically, so no save states here.
That settles it then.
Get like a cheating device that lets you make save states. I know those used to exist for. I know at the very least the N64, like save stating on new hardware.
I don't need a cheating device for Trials of Mana unless I'm emulating it and specifically just worming through the game to explore stuff. Not for an actual
Okay,
playthrough.
I'm back.
Hello again.
Heyo.
I
And now look at the precious child.
don't think I can take the cheat joke any further, so I guess that one's 10.
Yeah. Look at the precious child.
What about the precious? Oh. Yeah. Probably shouldn't let her fall to her death.
So she's the only character who you actually get her flashback, regardless if she's gonna end up on your team or not, because of when you meet her here in the caves. Also, she has a speech impediment where every one of her R's and L's turn into a W.
Well, she's like a little kid, so.
She's 15 years old.
Oh. Well, like, it said little girl, so I assumed that she was like 5.
Don't let her know that you think that, because yeah, no, she'll make sure you know she's 15.
She does not look 15.
I got a wee bad feeling. She's actually my favorite character out of the 6 protagonists, to be completely honest. Also, yes, look at the Spring Steppers animation. And there's one of our main villains, who will actually not be the main villain of this playthrough. He's gonna be defeated halfway through. Or he'll fail his job halfway through and lose his chance to be the main villain.
So, like, out of curiosity, is there like an explanation for why she like still looks like 5?
Elf magic. And by that I mean she's like
oh, so she's not a human.
She's half human, half elf that turned into a human with magic, let's say.
Okay. So she just ages slower?
I guess so. It's I don't know, when you try to apply logic to it, it's kinda, I don't know. But yeah, she is the best character in this game, in my opinion. But yeah, she's also the granddaughter of the Priest of Light that we're trying... I'm sorry, the Priest of White that we're trying to talk to. And Angela looks concerned. So yeah, at this point, if she was our... At this point, if she was our party member, she would actually be joining our party now. But... instead, we'll get our third party member after we fight Full Metal Hugger. The first real boss of the game.
I mean, like, sorry, but like that's kind of a jerk move. Just like, hey, you probably need my help getting there.
She's got a bit of
getting home. Survive. Hope you don't die.
She's got a bit of snark to her at times, but she also has her vulnerable moments, which I think makes her a decent character.
And like, you actually get to see more screen time. So. I don't know, I just found that kind of funny. It's like, wow, that's actually how she's gonna leave.
Yep. Oh, I never knew there was a chest back here. Let's get that. Hey!
They had a slip, apparently.
Okay. I'm feeling like shit.
Excuse you.
I'm gonna play a ROM hack.
A ROM hack of what?
I'm playing Trials of Mana, the remake. So.
Does Visual Boy Advance not support this?
Ooh, so a Game Boy Advance ROM hack for what game?
Pokemon.
Ah, okay.
I have no visual. All I have is a white screen.
Now let me see.
Anyway, we're heading over to Wendell.
Well, I hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it, but
yeah,
no visual.
Check what checksum you're supposed to apply it to, because you might have a bad, legitimately dumped copy. You might have to redump it.
No, I'm using a .gba file. I don't know if that's my problem.
.gba. That sounds like it should be right.
I guess one thing you try is checking checksums, and if that all seems right, try re-downloading the patch.
Anyway, we is now in Wendell, or as our favorite resident precious elf child pronounces it, Wendell.
I love Wendell.
There.
This is Wendell.
Let's try this.
Come on, let's find that priest of light.
That does not work.
We won't be visiting this place for a while after it's
burnt to the ground.
After we leave this place. But thankfully, it's still gonna be
okay, so it won't be burned to the ground. Like what happened before.
No, just the grandpa character will be a bit woozy for a while. Putting it lightly.
I should have Visual
So
Boy
like, when you
Advance
say
dash down.
woozy, do you mean actually woozy, or do you mean like a localization of drunk woozy?
I mean, he's gonna be a little tired after holding back a horde of beastmen with magic.
Okay, so it's not a localization.
Create a new seal and almost putting his life on the line, almost dying.
Okay, so it's not like a localization thing. He's actually tired.
No, they didn't say woozy. That was my own doing. That was the localization of Logan.
The Loganization.
Give this man a medal. That was amazing.
I do love me a good portmanteau.
Now I'm trying to think if there's like any word plays on my name. I don't think there are. Or if there are, I'm not good enough to come up with them. It's probably more for Zero than like my actual name.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Actually, no, it's probably not. Let's be real.
Let's see. Options.
Like CS vertical. What does CS stand for?
Class Strike.
Okay. Yeah,
Where is-
I think you said that.
Where is emulator? Figure.
So the fun thing is, in terms of just the characters who are on this team, it's it has the exact same characters that I had on my first playthrough of this game, minus Charlotte being replaced with Duran. So aside from the fact that I'm playing a different route due to the lead character being Duran instead of Charlotte, not Charlotte, Riesz, that works out for me because I can play mostly the same, especially considering even though he's not a healer, I can turn Duran into a healer eventually. So I'll effectively be able to play pretty similarly to how I played the first time.
Well, that's good. That means you already know what to do.
Pretty much.
And you even get a new story to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're the priest of light, right? Tell me how to change my
Okay.
class. I need to be strong.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is because it's the ROM or something else. I'm gonna try with Advanced 3. I'm gonna download Advanced 3 real quick, see if I can get that to work.
Alright.
Because I'm getting like a white screen of death
correct?
every time I try to open up the
Gain
thing.
enough experience through battle, then call upon a Mana Stone's power to switch to another class.
Who's got time for that? Your Eminence.
Who's got time to do the plot of this game?
I can't give that.
You could, hey, Craig, you could try like MGBA. That's like a more accurate GBA emulator.
Oh, yeah, that's right. MTV does exist now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was hoping you might have some.
Oh my gosh, Angela, upon first meeting the... I'm sorry, what did we agree to call her?
I don't remember. I think it was...
Alyssette? Yeah, Alyssette.
Hold on. Let me just check first. Let me just check first to make sure if it's the ROM hack or not. So.
But yeah,
probably
so you're the Priest of Light.
Yeah, it's probably
You're the Priest of Light, huh? You're
looking like it's the emulator. Damn it! Why is Visual Boy Advance doing this?
Weird.
You're plainer than I expected. Just absolute tact.
Alright, guess I'm using MGBA instead of Visual Boy Advance. Weird, I
I hear
usually...
MGBA is better anyway, outside of like a few niche things.
Hey, Barry, what gives?
Like I think you still need a Visual Boy Advance for like connection to dolphins. But other than that,
Alright, so Tikal is basically attached to our character for life. Go hunt that old man instead, but no, it's for life.
Okay, let's see. Well, the screen looks fancy, I guess.
Once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life.
Only death can part them.
Wait 1 second.
I never agreed to this. I don't need a Sword of Mana or whatever.
Let's see, let's go to desktop, GBA ROM. Okay, let's see. Does Advance 3 load normally? Okay, it does.
And Tikal is extremely manipulative here, even though it's for the for the betterment of the world. And now you get backstory on the lore.
What am I actual control?
There's not having time to wait around to get through the plot, and then there's just plain not having time for the plot itself.
Well, I'm trying to look for that audio video.
And the latter is speedrunning in 101.
These control reset, shut down, yank back. There's a Yankee game option in this emulator. Well, why do I find that funny?
Oh my
I
god.
feel like some games that need that or something.
Let's find out. Oh!
What happened?
Well, that's accurate. Where?
Did things break?
Yeah.
What happens when you hit games like that?
Okay, that's funny.
This is basically an instant cartridge tilt button. Nice.
Cartridge tilt button. I like.
Haven't seen that since Stella. 2600 emulator.
Wait, that was a feature of Stella?
Sanctuary of Mana.
I never knew that.
I mean, apparently I can do something like that in, like, Doc Stella.
Okay, wait.
It's like the only, because like in most emulators, what you have to do is like basically load a save state for another
Basically,
game.
basically, there's legitimately a fry cartridge key in Stella's control scheme.
Huh. Oh, this is
A yank cartridge
This is interesting. It's got a whole shit ton of options. View palette, view sprites, view tiles, view map. What?
Ooh, this sounds fun. This got like debugging tools and stuff.
Frame inspector, view memory.
That portal is the sanctuary.
Welcome to the types of emulators that the Tassers use.
Okay, frame size, lock aspect ratio.
I need to use MGBA outside of Redford now. This sounds amazing.
I think I do too.
FPS target. You can set your FPS. What?
What should I do?
Overclocked to 120 FPS. I dare you. Play SH3 at 120 FPS.
It goes further than that.
How
It
much
goes to
further?
it goes to 240.
Holy Mary, Mother of Justice!
Let's be somewhat modest. Let's go with 120.
I first gotta find the control configuration.
Imagine speedrunning Advance 2 at 240 FPS.
Let me check the readme.
Okay.
This post was made by Logan.
Hear me out. Task it at like 240 FPS and just like upload text.
No.
Okay, so
And just like
this is weird. A is my X key, B is my Z key, and the L and R are the A and S. That is funky.
Makes sense to me.
Got a map with your controller.
Well, that's Alright, so I clicked on the emulator game. Okay, so this emulator is actually kind of loud.
If you wish to find a mana stone, I've heard many.
What programs do you have open?
Stone is in Cascade.
Oh, you can actually turn on and off audio channels and the video laters?
Yep.
It's like SNES 9X all over again.
I know.
You can even take screenshots, record audio, video, record GIF.
Nice.
Welcome to the world of high-tier
There's
emulators,
even frame
Craig.
skipping.
Welcome to the new world of Street Fighter 3. Oh wait.
The sword.
Ooh.
Huh.
I'm not gonna lie, this may be perfect for recording Advanced 3 for Melting 5.
She might even let me come
Heck, you
back.
can even like just render the recording
for Battle
directly.
Network now. I think I need this
And
for
like
Battle
native
Network.
resolution and everything.
I officially need this for Mega Man Battle Network.
I'm still gonna need to. I'm gonna have to turn it down in the regular volume settings because I don't think I have access to. I didn't see any actual audio mixing.
That's what I'm downloading. I'm downloading this shit.
Alright, so now to invest my training points and set up my gear.
Craig.
Alright, so
Why would you say that to me?
4 normal attacks,
You
better
could have said you
pressing by
didn't need
50%.
anything. It shows
Pretty strong attacks for
robot
those.
mech.
Attack increase. I mean, yeah, and
Oh no!
Oh no!
I mean, quick heal. Okay, not worried about that.
I'm probably
Eggman.
Eggman. gonna be blunt here. This is probably my favorite. This is probably my favorite advanced game of the series.
I prefer Advanced 1 personally, but I love Advanced.
Alright, I'll just put them all into... I'll put all those into... that, and for...
That said, to be fair, there's one huge bias in Advanced 1's favor, and that is the Tiny Chow
I
part.
will have to focus on...
When I play as Sonic and Tails, you can play as Tails and Sonic.
Because I gotta go. Because honestly, I prefer Tails' partner actions as opposed to Sonic's partner actions.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
This is kind of why I wanted to configure my controls a little bit, because Advance 3, in my opinion, is actually another perfect game for the keyboard. Because one of the problem is trying to do it with the shoulder button is going to make it a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I'm the.
All right, and welcome to how Advance 3 does its hub world stuff.
Also,
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm Ocho.
I'll leave Ocho out of this.
Alright, so we're gonna explore Wendell a bit,
Yeah,
try to find any
I'm gonna-
item spots, chests.
Okay, how do I configure control? MGBA.
Should be tools and input joypad, something along those lines. Should be easy to find.
When was the latest update to MGB? I'm curious. 'Cause I didn't find one.
Apparently 0.8.1. I'm downloading it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just on the
So it never
website. I'm
left
like
beta.
just reading devlogs and stuff because I'm on my Windows partition right now.
Okay. Settings. I don't know how I missed that. Controllers.
There's the chest.
Keyboard. Yeah, okay. Up, left, right, and
Wow,
down.
I'm
Yeah.
at it.
Okay, so
I could really get Sonic Advance 3 in my collection already.
this is Z, this is X, and I want this is no wait, I don't want that as C. I want this as C, and I'll have that as A.
Right.
There we go. There we go. I think this is actually much more fitting for for how I'm gonna be playing Advance 3. Apply. Okay. And yeah.
Okay, my usual
this
sword apparently does not have Advance 3.
Yeah, this feels much better.
Do you have a controller map now?
Yeah, I got a map now. I've got my right shoulder button matched to C, so I basically got free to play controls now.
Okay.
Forget where Charlotte's room is in here. Oh, I won't
Freedom
worry too
planning
much about
controls,
it.
eh? Now I want to see how well MGBA is going to work with my arcade pad. At least the Sega Genesis
Found the
arcade
chow.
pad.
Yep.
Chow.
And Zero,
I mean, granted, that wasn't a hard one to find, but
yeah, but Zero, that factors into how you get the Chaos Emeralds in this game.
it does.
Yep. In order to get the key, in order to get special keys, in order to access the Chaos Emeralds, you need to find all 10 Chow within a given zone.
And in the case of special keys, only one spawns per level. That after the Chow are all collected, and you have to find it wherever it is in the level, and it's randomized each time you load the level. And you have to complete the level with it in order to get the key, so you can have an attempt at the special stage.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
I was about to say this sounded cool, and then once you said randomized and then attempt, I got a little bit
Yeah, it's probably the worst. It's both the best and worst way of handling Emerald Collection in any of the DIMP Sonic games. At least once you've collected Chow, you don't need to collect them again, but the keys are just too much. Just give the player infinite attempts at the special stage for the zone that all the Chow are collected in, and that'd be that. There's no reason to add the keys.
Okay, also Badniks are running off rings in this game. I was trying to use that to launch myself upwards. Thank you, game. And can I not go up that ramp? Can I not go up this part of the ramp?
You meanie?
Apparently not. Oh, right.
That was the most childish.
Oh, there's the last Chow. Or at least I think this is the last one for Act 1.
Alright, so I've said everything here. I don't think I actually used her. No, wait, I did. I split them between. Okay, yeah. For Angela, if you want to cover all of her elements and spells, you do have to get a very balanced build while focusing primarily on intelligence and spirit.
Yeah, something tells me it's bronze.
But you have to.
Oh no, silver. Surprised.
Yeah, like for a mage, for Angela, a mage in this game, you have to spend points in strength for fire spells, intelligence for ice and for ice spells and dark spells, spirit for light spells. I believe stamina, which is defense for earth spells, and luck for thunder spells. And yeah, pretty much all those spells except for light and dark all take their power from the intelligence stat. Light and power take their power from the spirit stat. So yeah, Angela's leveling is a little unorthodox compared to most of the other characters,
can I just say how much I love the advanced series art style?
Yeah, it's great.
It's better than them all being tied to one single stat, making her only have one potential build option no matter what her class is, like in the original, where really it was only worth investing
I
into
should mention,
intelligence.
this area I'm in is basically the travel between zone hub world thing. Look how many more. Look how many other zones we still got.
Yeah, I know. I've played that as I do before.
And you got Chow.
Sadly, it's not a true Chow.
Yeah, what? Crap. What was my oh, it's backspace. Okay.
That's weird. I usually set my selection shift.
Same here.
Alright, so as you can see, we have all the Act 1 Chow. Now there's 3 in Act 2 and 3 in Act 3. But you might notice there's an M icon right there, right?
I'm assuming that's the hub world.
Yep, there's usually one hidden, at least one per hub world.
With some exceptions, I see.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, I see some exceptions.
Moves, class.
Yeah, Zone 3 doesn't have one in the map. Actually, I think Zone 3 is the only one that doesn't have one in the map.
Huh.
But Zone 3 and Zone 5 have 4 in Act 1. At least, so.
We don't want them automatically using items yet. Class strikes, yeah, they can use class strikes. Moves, we don't have any moves yet, and if Angela just has Holy Bolt, may as well just spam it all over the place.
So why does the main character have customization? Like, do you change which character you're playing as? The CPU will take over the main character?
You can switch between your party members at any point, but you set your team at the beginning of the playthrough. And then whoever is the point character in that case is the lead character for the entire playthrough.
Oh, here's another thing about Advanced 3. Bonus minigames.
In the waterfall to get you over there. Let's give it a try.
I actually forgot that was a thing.
Destroy them all.
I should I should mention these mini games are not pointless. Ow, my face.
So, out of like just random curiosity, Craig, you enjoy playing the Chow Garden?
What, in adventure?
Like just in general, like the Chow Garden and like the adventure games.
I like it.
Yeah, I was just like curious.
Oh
God,
I just remembered.
I am not doing good in this room.
Yeah.
I just remembered something from last night when I was playing Sonic ATS on Classic Mode. Mace to the Face 2, Electric Boogaloo. Thank you, Storm Station.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot I'm not good at the Bad English ones. And you can't replay them after you do them. At least until I think you turn off the game and turn it back on. I'm actually gonna hold off on going in the other X. And I'm gonna go look for that for the map chow while we're around here. Oh wait, this is the other bonus mini game.
Of course. I need to learn how to use.
Push the buttons on the capital and get points. This can either range from stupid hard to stupid easy. See?
Perfect.
Thank you.
You guys want to know an awful potential for the bosses in Sonic Rush?
What?
And this is very unlikely, but it is completely possible for, say, Egghammer Fortress to give you a pattern where it uses its stalling attack, its long stalling attack that wastes so much time, at least twice in a row without stopping.
Alright.
And perhaps even more. The bosses in Sonic Rush are infamous in the speedrunning community, which includes me. I think the best balanced bosses are like the final boss, boss 7, boss 4, Night Carnival, and Deadline respectively. And the extra boss. Other than that, they are time wasters.
Alright, that's one in Act. That's the first one of Act 2. Only 2 more to find.
Taking a detour in here.
I think I just shortcut through about half the level. I feel like I just took a shortcut. Oh, okay, I can solve this. Tails, get over here.
Come on, Tails.
Come on, Tails.
Alright.
Hey.
Saving the game.
Okay. There's. Hold up. Yep, there's another one. It's like I have intuition for where these things are hiding.
Alright, boss time. Full Metal Hugger.
It's showtime!
It's a giant crab. It's a giant enemy crab. Hit it in its weak point for massive damage.
Okay. Underneath.
Haven't heard that one since Beyond Oasis.
Alright. That's 2!
Yes,
Good
yes,
count
it
of
is,
emulated Genesis games.
This isn't a normal monster, is it?
Alright, that's 2 shouts. Oh yeah, I'm on normal. Oh yeah, and because I'm on the regular default difficulty, there's extra badness. Because the easier mode actually removes certain badness from the stages. Alright. Hold up. There's gotta be. There's gotta be.
Ow, well, so much for no damage.
Yeah, he's not feeling so hot, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And he's done. And both eyes are gone. And that was on hard mode, by the way.
Yeah, there's other goes.
He puts up more of a fight in the original for sure, but
Poor thing, he's gonna be blind for the rest of milliseconds of his life.
yeah,
Okay, can I...
for the rest of his very, very, very short life. Oh, and get ready for this elemental's life. I mean, voice.
Wait, that was it! That was it right there! Go back! Back!
Alright, Craig, if you can... I'm gonna turn this up for you guys.
Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't come?
Okay.
Barry filled me in on your plight when we were fighting. What with these things, huh?
You hear this?
Just like Barry, we elementals need mana to live. I'll help however I can to make sure we save mana of the world.
Where is the Lightstone?
It's straight up from here.
Like, why did they choose the voices for the elementals that they did? Like, I'd argue that the elementals have the worst voices out of all the characters.
Was this your third party member?
No, that's just an elemental that'll follow us around and give us magic power, which applies to Angela and will later apply to Duran, if I choose the right classes.
Ow, my face.
Huh? Oh, looks like part of the cave broke in the fight. I think there's a shortcut.
Okay, there's okay.
So, Craig, are you going for a good ending run in Advanced?
Well, I'm just getting myself reacquainted for a second.
Okay.
With Advanced 3. Because I know I will have to be doing chow hunting at some point in the LP, so... Yeah. Alright,
I still have to finish Pocket Adventure sometime.
Okay. Okay, this looks like it could lead to a chow, so Tails, do me a favor and fly me.
Way before Sonic 4 Episode 2 came around.
And now Angela has Holy Bolt as a spell. And now get ready for the end of the trial version.
Alrighty.
Effectively, you get worked back over here, and then, oh hey, my wish came true. Okay, not yet, but and we got beaten up by Beastman, and knocked down and knocked down a waterfall.
Thanks for taking down the
They're the ones that destroyed the town.
Yep. And so they're gonna invade Wendell, but Wendell's gonna be safe, just at the cost of the Priest of Light's health.
Hold up, Tails, throw me up there.
And we're gonna wake up in a prison cell, escaping from Jad.
What do I do?
Yeah, but this is where the trial version ends, and
So there's
the next scene is where...
I might go download and see if the game's from here, I guess.
Yeah, and then this cutscene is where I started up when the game came out, after having, from my first file,
Oh, so let's just start
after
getting into the demo.
having...
Okay.
Yeah, you can save your progress in the trial version.
Okay, I haven't found it. I didn't find the shell yet. The next thing I know, I just run straight into one.
Yeah.
It was just that. But something tells me I missed the other two because I think the end of the stage is really soon. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, Oh wait. Okay, I found. Never mind. I found two back to back.
One more to go.
Priest of Light for guidance. We must not delay any longer.
Save all the child. So like
These fairies have no stamina.
Okay, Okay, so we're missing one, Chow.
Yeah. But at least we know which act it's in.
I can't make it to the other realm with my powers.
So where does the heat spawn once we got all the cats?
Hurry. Oh, we cannot continue either. Please go on without us. Find our hero and save the men.
She's the only one who made it in the trip to find the hero. Protocol.
Oh, there it is.
He saved them. Where does the
Special key.
yeah, where does the special key end up spawning at?
But
Like, is it in the hub world or just like in any of the levels?
Right there.
I see it's just in any of the levels. Oh dear.
Wait.
Remember handheld Sonic 1 and 2? And Master System 1 and 2, to be fair.
Curses!
Yeah.
What is this? Let me out now!
Pardon me. Were you captured?
and here we have our third party member.
Oh.
Is someone there? Who are you? Where are we?
My name is Riesz. I am from the kingdom of Laurent. After journeying to Windle, I was ambushed by beastmen in Cascade Cavern and ended up here, in jail. But fear not. I believe I can get us out. Please, give me a moment to free us.
Quit your yakking. Keep quiet.
Pardon me, but it sounds as if someone is
Please,
here.
you absolute troll.
Is it an
You absolute sneak. Pardon me, but it seems like someone is digging in this cell. Maybe trying to escape. Then he walks in. And... Yes, the wall in the very back. Then she just locks him into the cell. And each character except for Charlotte has their own little escape scene. Like, I believe Angela tries to flirt with the guard. Duran just tries to pick a fight and escapes. Yes. And, Hawkeye... I'm not sure what Kevin's escape is. I think he tries to guilt trip since he's, the prince of the Beastmen. He tries to guilt trip the guard and then escapes. And Hawkeye tries to show him that the door was already unlocked because he's a thief. He can unlock these things. So, here's how you should actually lock it. And then he locks the Beastmen in.
Here we go. Maybe here I can find a Sonic Advance 3 ROM.
But yeah, that's just like each character, except for Charlotte, because the only way she can end up in the cell is if she's the first person or the... is if she's a point character or the first companion. In which case she never has an escape scene. But yeah, that's just glorious and I love it. Curses, you got me!
Ah, yes. This is why it pays having more than one source for ROMs.
Is it your source your illegally obtained and acquired cartridges in your ROM number?
I mean, yes. By the way, should I get Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis just for the memes?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, if you want to go on eBay and try to snag that.
Sure, I'll go on eBay.
Pirate... Okay. Pirate eBay. There you go. No, don't use Pirate Bay. I don't trust that site.
I am a good gamer, and I only buy my games from so.
Anyways.
You like a zero.
Okay. I have gotten the meme ROM.
Wow, that was a really quick delivery from eBay.
I know, right?
Don't you know they have teleportation services now?
Is that what they have in the cities these days? I wouldn't know. I've lived in the middle of nowhere for so long. But like now I do live in a city. Maybe I could try some of that out and see if eBay has a same minute delivery for me.
Well, anyway, let me just move these ships over.
I already allocated. No, I have not. Alright, real. Forsake. Chance to critical hit. Total amount of CS gauge used by 10% when using Class Strike. I can get that, but do I want? No. Damage dealt by an enemy targeting the player increased by 5%, or I could just do counter. I'll go with luck for now and 2 in strength.
Get off. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Could you guys not hear me there for a second?
I can hear
Nope.
you. I was just
Sure, I can
seriously
still hear you.
saying hello.
Alright.
I can still hear you.
Ah. Oops. Anyway.
Did you mic back for a second or something?
I thought you guys just couldn't hear me for whatever reason. Anyways, so so anyways, Minor, you played Rush, right?
I have not. I have yet to play any Rush game that isn't Colors DS.
Well, I've played
Okay, well, Zwat, you've played Rush.
and I've also played Red.
Are you really asking me that, Craig?
I just want to say, does this look familiar?
I can't see it yet. I'm about to end this stream, so I might be able to take a look in a bit.
You mean specifically the spin, or do you mean the spring?
But yeah, on that note, that will be where today's stream ends, and tune in on Thursday for when we tackle the original Trials of Mana with Charlotte, Kevin, and Hawkeye. Those are the 3 characters I didn't go with. Until then, bye!